All right, what's up, guys? Back with another Pound for Pound Combat Sports Podcast episode. It's been a minute,
Oh
but
yeah.
we back. We back. Going over this UFC card. Sean O'Malley, UFC Noche, 306. And then we
hmm
also got the Canelo versus Berlanga card as well. So that was on Mexican Independence Day, I believe. And yeah, just a long, long night of fights. So let's get into it.
Yo, before we start on
Oh
the
yeah.
fights, did you see the entrance numbers? How many people were at the Canelo versus how many people were at the UFC event?
I,
I wonder
I
what
didn't.
the
I did
difference
not.
was.
I did not. Did you see it? I could look it up.
Let's look it up real quick. I'm just interested.
I know that the UFC Noche they broke their record for gate, their personal record. I don't know what Canelo did though. In terms of price or how much they made, I think UFC did like 20 million, 22 million in gate, 16,000 people. It was in the sphere though, so I don't know how big that is, but 16,000 sounds like kind of a lot.
Yeah,
Um,
I know that like the cheapest ticket. Well, this is what I heard. I don't know if I'm just talking out of my ass right now, but I heard the cheapest ticket for the UFC event was like 300 plus. Or no, I'm sorry, 3,000 plus. I don't know how accurate that is though.
yeah,
Sounds kind of
that's what
BS.
I heard. I heard they opened up at 3,000, and then there was rumors that they slowly like decreased the tickets as they got closer. But
Mm,
regardless, they sold out apparently, and they made 22 million live gate, which is more than Connor versus Khabib, which was the previous record, I think. I'm not sure. I can't find the
yeah.
Canelo numbers.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know
The
if you
boxing
can find it.
numbers, let me check. The boxing numbers usually take a little bit.
Yeah, I heard boxing. They do a lot of like funny business. I don't know if you've heard, but like when like Floyd would fight, they would like pre-sell a bunch of the tickets to like a bunch of other people, and then they'd sell them to like
Really?
yeah, they would do a lot of shady stuff where they would sell them to people close to them, and then they would sell them to other people like some really weird. I don't know how to explain it, but it just sounded really shady. But that might be back
Yeah.
then. It might be different now.
Oh, okay. So Canelo sold 17 million, but those were like cheaper
Ooh,
tickets than
17
the
million.
Sphere, yeah.
But
Still.
that was at a different play. That was at the MGM, or that was through
Yeah.
yeah. So that was close. Somehow UFC still technically sold more, but who knows? Who really knows what the numbers are? Only they do.
Yeah, for real. There's different numbers everywhere you look.
Yeah, but apparently Dana said he's done with Vegas and uh, Mexican Independence Day. He's like, it's not worth the beef and the drama. Because did you hear about that? Dana got into like beef with MGM, uh, even though he's like under contract with them.
Oh, yeah, they sold to
Yeah,
Al Heyman. Yeah, I saw. Well, it's because if
yeah,
Canelo fights, they're gonna sell to Canelo no matter what.
right, right. So he's like, he got in a huge beef with them, and he's like, pretty much kind of competing with them. Obviously, it's on the same night, and yeah, he's like, I'm done doing that. He's like, every time it's a Mexican Independence Day, we're going to Mexico, Texas, like anywhere else but Las Vegas because of MGM. He said they ruined it, and he's probably not
Yeah,
going to renew any sort of deals with them either. So MGM kind of messed up.
yeah,
But
I heard.
anyways, let's get into the UFC card. Did you watch any of the fights?
Actually, I didn't watch any of the prelims. I started watching in the main card.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll skip through. We'll just briefly cover some of these. Raul Rosas Jr. Coming off a tough couple fights, but he was able to get it done against Richie Long pretty easily, I believe. I mean, his striking looked a lot better than it did in the past, so I'll give him props for that. This Edgar, I don't know how to say his last name. Um, he looked freaking good against Joshua Van until Joshua Van kind of lit him up in the second round, I believe, and then the third round, I think Joshua Van won, but it was a close round. But Yeah, this Edgar guy is low key pretty good. Joshua Van's nice with it too. This fight I didn't really watch. This fight I didn't really watch. Oh, this one ended quickly. Ignacio finished him in like the first round. Um, Irene Aldana versus Norma Dumont was a banger. Uh, I don't know. Did you see Norma Dumont? Or did you see? Sorry, Irene Aldana's face after the fight?
Nah, I didn't.
Oh man, it was the worst cut I've ever seen. I'm not gonna show the video, but after the fight, the doctor was like showing the cut, and he was like literally like put his two fingers on each side and was like spreading it open, and
Oh,
you could pretty much see like it went down to her skull. It was a super long cut. Like it went from basically above her, like from the top of her forehead all the way down to her eye socket. It was probably the worst cut I've ever seen. Let me see if I. There's a picture of it like sewed
oh,
up.
dang.
It doesn't even show where it starts, but it literally goes from like 3 inches above where it shows, like on her forehead, all the way down to her nose. Well, I think it might stop in her eye and then it starts again on her nose. She had like another cut, but it started off as like a 3 inch cut. It was really bad, and then they let the fight go in a whole nother round, and it just slowly got bigger and bigger, and it was like an inch wide when after the fight it was like spread open like an inch wide, like it was like two flaps of skin just hanging off her forehead. It was the nastiest shit I've ever seen, dude. Yeah, I
Damn.
think it
Was it
was
start at
literally.
her? It started on her hairline, pretty much.
Yeah, you
Oh,
see that?
yeah, right
Started
about.
right
Yeah,
under
that's.
there, all the way down to her eyeball, dude.
Damn. That's a
And
huge
that
laceration.
picture, yeah, that doesn't even do it justice because the doctor like was like I said, he was spreading it around like open, and it like went
Yeah.
all the way down to her skull. Like you could see it get flat. It was so bad. But we don't want to show too much of that. Oh, I didn't mean to show the meme. But yeah, Norma Dumont got it done against Irene Aldana on the feet too, which I was surprised. I thought Norma would take it to the ground, but she actually outstruck Irene, who's a good striker.
Yeah.
Um, and then we got I didn't really see this or I saw it but I don't really remember it.
Yeah, that's where I started watching.
Yeah, I think that was a close one, at least at the start. And then I think Ronaldo kind of came back. Um, oh, and then
Yeah,
this
he got
fight was a
dropped.
yeah, he got dropped, but then he
Yeah.
came back, right?
Yeah, he just kind of wrestled after that. And kind of a little ground and pound. Nothing too much.
Oh yeah. And then this next fight, this was like I think fight of the night almost, I believe. Do you remember this one?
It was pretty good. Yeah, it was like incrementally getting better and better.
Yeah, I think like the second round was I think the first round was pretty good. The second round was just insane, and then the third round kind of was not as good. But I remember one round. I think it was the second round where they like were both hurting each other bad, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. So Daniel he dropped Esteban, and then Esteban kind of hit him with an overhand and wobbled Daniel. Daniel was like on his bike trying to do the rope a dope.
Yeah, yeah. So that was that got me excited. And then this was another good ass fight. At least the first round was really good, and then I don't remember too much of the second and third, but I know the first round. But that's the story of Diego Lopez. He always starts off crazy. Like if you remember the first round, he just goes ballistic. That's how he basically starts every fight. I mean, that's why I'm a huge fan
Oh
of
yeah,
him.
yeah. He hurt him quick too. He has some
Yeah,
heavy hands.
yeah. Uh, he's probably gonna be fighting for the belt pretty quickly. I mean, he just got in
What
the
weight class?
UFC.
145,
140.
right?
Yeah, 145. And he got
Oh,
in the UFC like only a couple years ago, maybe less than that. Really recent. Let's see. 20, yeah, not even 2 years, last year. And he's
mm.
already had 6 fights, which is kind of crazy, honestly. That's in a year and less than a year and a half. He's had six
Yep.
fights.
Pull up that roster for 145 real quick. I want to see the. I know Volk and Taporia are the top, but I want to see the right below them. Oh, Max. Oh, dang, he's right, dude. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's gonna be
Ortega
sick.
was ranked 3, and I mean, he just came into the UFC, and hold on, where's Evil Eye? So okay, so his first fight. was a short notice. Like he stepped in like in a week notice against this Evil guy who's really really good, and he gave him a tough fight. Like this Evil guy is like really really good, and he put Diego in all these submissions. Like basically almost broke his arm like 3 times, and he got out of every single one of them. And and look where he is now. He's already ahead of Evil, which is crazy.
He's number 3. So I think Taporia and Max are gonna fight, and whoever wins is gonna win. You think how long is Volk out? Didn't they say that he's gonna take some time off due to the knockouts?
Uh, I think so. I don't remember what he said, but yeah, because it doesn't make sense for him to fight. Uh, well, I guess he could fight Diego, but he's
Yeah,
already
yeah.
fought Yair. He's already fought Ortega. He could fight Evilive or Arnold, but he probably doesn't want to fight down. So it's got to be someone probably in the top 3. He's not going to fight Max. He already fought him. So yeah, it's just Diego that's left, or a rematch with Ilya. But I think
What do you what do you favor in that fight with all this momentum that Lopez has over Alex?
man, dude, it's tough. 5 rounds, Volk probably has the edge because um, Diego's never gone 5 rounds in the UFC. I don't think. I think it's just all yeah, it's all been 3 round fights. So
Yeah,
if I had to give an edge, I'd give it to Volk because he's been champ. He's had tons of 5 round fights, and I've seen Diego get tired because he does like to
yeah, yeah.
go crazy in the first round. So if it goes 5 rounds, probably give the edge to Volk unless Diego can come in prepared for 5. But I think the UFC might give Diego the title shot because of everything he's done. Like, I mean, he's
Yeah,
fought
that makes
everybody.
sense.
Yeah, and
That'd be cool.
yeah, and I think Diego wanted that rematch against Eviliv or Evloev, whatever however you say that. But I think Eviliv said nah. So, and the funny thing is, Eviliv was supposed to fight Aljamain Sterling, but Aljo got hurt, and Eviliv was like calling out Diego Lopez to like step up and take the rematch to save his fight, and Diego's like nah.
Oh.
Diego's like fuck you. I already tried to offer that fight, and you said nah in the past. So he's like, I'm not gonna save your ass this time. He said I'm waiting, which makes sense because he just fought a 3 round fight, and I don't think it makes sense for him to fight down after he just
Yeah,
fought.
no.
Yeah, and it'd
You
be
know
like
what? Now that I'm looking at this, Aljo's fighting the next card. But no, it makes sense that they would give Diego the title shot. But just on the timing of things, I could see them how because Diego just fought last weekend and Aljo's fighting next weekend or whatever, the next card. I could see how they would set up a little Aljo versus Diego, you know,
or yeah,
maybe
sorry,
depending.
Eva Liev was trying to well, so Eva Liev was supposed to fight Aljo, but Aljo got hurt. Does that make sense?
Also,
Yeah,
I just saw Aljo on the card,
yeah,
on the
yeah.
next UFC card.
He was supposed to be fighting
Oh damn!
Ivaliev, but he just announced today he got hurt during sparring. So Ivaliev was
I
calling
see.
out Diego to save his fight. Ivaliev's like he's like calling him out and shit, and then Diego's like, "Nah, fuck you. I already tried to offer the rematch. I think it was like recently, but Ivaliev turned it down. So kind of
Oh, I
payback.
see. I see. Yeah,
Yeah.
might be. I was conflicting these dates real quick, but that
No,
makes
no,
sense.
you were right. It was just that news like literally dropped like 3 hours ago that Aljo got hurt, so it
I
probably
got you.
didn't get updated. But yeah, so excited to see Diego fight. Hopefully the winner of Ilya versus Max, but we'll
Oh,
see
what
what
a banger!
happens. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean either of those guys.
peace.
This next fight, Grasso versus Shevchenko.
Yeah,
It was kind of a snoozer. What are your
it really
thoughts?
was. Yeah, I think Valentina she played it safe. Alexa she could not make any adjustments to save her life, unfortunately. Um, yeah, Valentina was just like taking her down, controlling her. doing some ground and pound here and there, but just trying to get to the side mount. It seemed like it was the same move. They would kind of like box a little, kickbox, and then they would hit each other, and then Valentina would go and take her down. I mean, she played it safe. She tried. She was
Yeah.
there to with a game plan to win, with like a minimal risk game plan. What you
Yeah.
think?
So this is like how I saw the fight going because I don't know if you saw the first two fights, but um Shevchenko tried to stand on the feet with Grasso, and she was kind of losing, pretty much losing all, not the whole time. She wasn't like getting like her ass whooped, but she was getting out boxed, just barely, like not barely, but it was clear that Grasso was winning the striking. Just she wasn't like getting totally dominated, but that's kind of
Mhm,
how she lost. And then Grasso also has good jujitsu,
mhm,
but I noticed that in the past Shevchenko has really good takedowns, really good wrestling, really good control on top game. But when she's on bottom, she has no, she doesn't, she's not that good at getting up and trying to escape. So I was like thinking before this fight, I was like leaning towards Grasso, and then the more I thought about it, I was like, I bet you Shevchenko pulls that shit where she just goes for takedowns and gets top control and just lays on her, and that's
mhm.
exactly what happened. So like before the fight, I was like, I had Grasso, and then I flipped over to Shevchenko for that reason, and then I saw it unfold. I was like, yeah, that's tough for Grasso because it was UFC Noche. That should have been like the first two fights were really really good, really close, and they were fun to watch. And then this fight was just so one sided. But
Yeah.
she did Shevchenko did what she had to do to win. I'm sure her next fight she's not gonna do that like that uh that much. Like I'm sure she'll go for takedowns, control, but I don't think she that's gonna be the whole fight. I think she knows she has to be exciting, otherwise fans are gonna be pissed off if she keeps doing that. But respect to
Well,
her because if she didn't do that in this fight, she didn't get the belt. It would have been a long way back to the belt, honestly, because they probably would have given Grasso a couple other fighters, and Shevchenko would have been fighting who knows. So she gets the belt. Let's see who Shevchenko. Oh yeah, so she could fight. Oh, dude, she could fight Zhang Wei Li. In
the
a
triple
double.
belt. Oh shit.
Oh wait, no, that's pound for pound. I
Oh,
was looking
okay.
at the
I
wrong
see.
one.
I see.
But strawweight and flyweight. Strawweight is below flyweight. Yeah, I think. Yeah, so Wei Li could honestly move up to 125 and fight Shevchenko for the belt. That'd be a good one. And Wei Li's got really good wrestling, so that's bound to be a nice fight. Firo is a really good fighter. Um, Rose is there. So there's a lot of exciting fights for Shevchenko. So that should be fun.
She's getting kind of old too, and she had like a long reign up until Grasso beat her. But
Yep.
she's like
Yep.
37. No, she's 37.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a big question going into this fight. Like she's getting older. She's been the champ for so long. She's been in the UFC forever. Like people are questioning whether she still has it. And then I watched that fight. And it's like, yeah, she's the same fighter she's been. Those first two fights, she just didn't have that game plan that she had going into this fight. I think those first two fights, at least the first one, Grasso caught her off guard a little bit, and then the second one was just a really close fight. Like either person could have won that fight, and then this one, I think Shevchenko really nailed it with the game plan and just did what you had to do to win. Which sometimes it's not always exciting, but it is what it is.
Yeah. All I know is that they gotta switch it up. They can't be making the fourth fight.
No,
They gotta
no,
switch
there's
something up.
yeah, there's no way they give Grasso the rematch because of how dominant that was. Say it was a close fight and Shevchenko won, maybe, but since
Mhm.
it was not close, they'll probably skip that. Plus, there's a lot of fighters lined up. Like Fiore's a really good contender. Rose is always there. Macy Barber is really good. So there's already three fights right there. There's an up and comer named Natalia Silva. She's super super good. So Shevchenko's got her hands full. I think she probably has maybe two or three more fights in her. So
Yeah.
going on to Sean O'Malley versus Merab. Just awful.
Ooh,
it was just
the
it
sugar.
was it was just literally like it's like we just turned on it's just like we transformed these two people into boys and then they fought.
Yeah,
Except
the sugar
Merab's
era is
wrestling
over.
was, yeah. I mean, Sean didn't look the same in that fight. It didn't look like he had um, that fire. So, but apparently he was injured going into the fight. He had like a torn labrum. I think he used to get surgery.
Yeah. So that's
So
what
I
my
don't.
homie told me. Yeah, he trains or yeah, he I think he stopped he's boxing now, but he was training there over with Tim. He said that Sean had some injury or something. Which Sean right after the fight he like tried making no excuses, but now I've seen his story recently and yeah, he's hopping on that train, the torn labrum train.
Yeah. So apparently he had that, and I heard like he has to get surgery on his hip. So I don't know. Maybe there's like some things that were some things that were like out of his control. I guess I don't really know. It didn't look like he had the wrestling anyways, but man,
Oh
that's
yeah.
Rob's just an animal, dude. He's a problem.
He's goofy too, but like his game plan was to just like kind of go in and out and stay really distant from Sean, and then kind of have because Sean the whole fight he was moving laterally, trying to get an angle, trying to bait Merab to come in and get him over the top, kind of like he usually he's done the past few fights. But Merab was kind of like fainting in, but not committing in, and then he would like pull out really fast, and Sean would he would just look like he would get like overly anxious, and every time he tried to break the distance after that, Rob would just fucking time him and take him down essentially.
Yeah, Merab's timing was just ridiculously good. Like Sean was throwing every time Merab went in, but Merab was so fast and it was so good at getting his head low and getting Sean's legs so Sean just had no chance of landing anything other than one punch. And because as soon as Sean would throw that one punch, it would just go right over the top and he's on the ground like a second later. So it's just like Sean was trying on the feet, but I think you were saying like you had that on the money. Like Marab was fainting, he wasn't going in, wasn't making it obvious. He would act like he was going in, then take like a half step back. So it was like Sean would like kind of overcommit. Um,
Yeah,
but yeah, like yeah, Marab's just an animal, and one thing he has is he never gets tired. So it's like he could wrestle all 5 rounds and probably go another 5 rounds.
oh yeah, he's a beast. He's called the machine for a reason.
Yeah. So that next fight, I think for him, it should be Umar. I heard Marab's like I think he's trying to fight Davison Figueiredo, who's another beast, but I think the UFC is gonna give him
Nah,
Umar.
bro. Umar, yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah.
He's thugging.
Yeah, he's like I'm trying to go at least one easy fight, but I don't think he's gonna get it. I think they're going straight to Umar, and Umar is gonna give him some huge problems when if because like if Marab can't take him down, Marab's striking's it's not that good. Like if I don't know,
Yeah,
he's really stiff. He's not very loose with it. Like Umar's really loose. Like he'll stay relaxed and throw, whereas it looks like Marab's like just stiff, like stuck in the mud, like really just trying to strike to get inside. Honestly,
yeah. And Umar, like people think of him as a wrestler or whatever, but that dude he can strike, he can counter going back, he can stalk you in a grappling way where like he'll take you down, you know? Like that dude is complete. Like he has a component that Sean was missing.
yeah, exactly. And I think Marab does. I think it's still a close fight because of Marab's conditioning. Like if Marab just constantly wears on Umar, I could see Umar getting a little bit tired. But I don't know if it's he'll have to figure out something. Because if he's not going to be able to scare Umar with his striking, then Umar is, I think, going to just be quick enough to just get away and keep the distance.
Yeah, Omar has hella good feet. What'd you think about the last round when Sean hurt him with that kick to the solar plex?
I heard I saw this interview just earlier today with some funny ass shit. They were asking Merab about it. He's like, yeah, I ate the meal kit from UFC PI and they gave me this applesauce and after I ate it, it hurt my stomach a lot and then I got kicked in the body by Sean and I was like I think it was the applesauce. I was laughing so hard. I don't know if he was joking or not, but yeah, it looked like Sean definitely hurt him. But then Merab was smart enough to just run away and kind of evade because he
Yeah,
knew he was already up.
that's some shit he would say though. I could see that.
Yeah, yeah. He said his stomach was already hurting, so the body shot made it worse. But who knows? Uh, let's see. Should we? Oh yeah, this is the meme I was looking at. So it says, when a fighter I like grapples to a decision, you're happy, versus when a when a fighter I don't like grapples to a decision. And I just saw that
Yeah,
as that just basically explains these last two fights. Like I think a
yeah.
lot of people were on Grasso, a lot of people were on Sean, and they're just watching that like, oh my god. But yeah, let's go into the
That's
Canelo fights.
that was spot on.
Um, I didn't watch any of these, but do have the highlights pulled up if you want to watch those quick. We'll
Yeah,
go over the two that I don't have. Stephen Fulton versus Carlos Castro. Split decision win for Stephen Fulton. That's the guy who fought.
Stephen Fulton.
Yeah,
In a
that's the
way,
guy who
yeah.
fought. Oh, he fought Inoue.
He lost it in a way. He got knocked out, and but he fought. He was like the unified champion. He was like super good until he fought Inoue.
Yeah. Did he fight Gervonta? Or am I thinking of someone else? Oh, I'm thinking of
No,
someone else.
yeah, yeah. Now this
Who's
guy, he's
that?
smaller.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I know this guy now. Um, and then Rolly. I don't even know who Manuel is, but it looks like Rolly took care of that pretty easily. 99-91.
Yeah, yeah. So people were saying that he looked better. I didn't watch the fight. I just looked at these highlights, but I don't know who this guy is. But Broly, he just looks so stiff.
Yeah.
I can already tell how he sounded. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He does the most. Him and Shakur used to do it really bad.
Yeah.
But his is
uh,
awful. His is like, I've never heard anyone do what he does.
yeah, he said that increments his power by 25% every time he does that.
I'm not surprised, honestly. Dude be throwing everything in his shots.
Yeah.
Like that. Like, like that. I gotta rewind that. Say, yeah. Manual guy doesn't look
Dude,
too bad, but that was.
nah,
I don't know him, but.
never heard of him either. But
Oh,
Rolly, he used
Rolly
to be
Khan.
he's a judo black belt actually.
Oh, that makes
I
sense
don't
why
know.
he stands like that.
Yeah, he's so tall up. Honestly, he'd probably be like a good MMA fighter because that's how like kickboxers stand, like really tall too, in the
Yeah,
judo background. Or yeah, judo background. Yeah,
facts.
honestly, but yeah, he just outboxed him. I don't know if you want to go to the next fight because it's pretty much this.
Yeah, we can go to the next one. And then the next one we had Caleb Plant versus Trevor McCumbee. Let's see.
Have you ever heard of
Which
McCombie before?
Ah, no, I have not.
I don't know. I heard he dropped Plant though, but I'm not sure.
Oh,
Or
yeah, I did. Did you see
I don't
that?
know. That looked weird. That looked weird to me.
Yeah, let me see that again.
That looked like on the arm.
I can't tell. It's so fast.
I bet they're gonna do a replay from the other angle.
Yeah, it was like he was going forward and kind of pushed him back.
Yeah. I know that he got stopped though by Plant.
Hmm. Yeah, that's what I heard. Did they call that a knockdown? Was the ref counting?
Yeah, I think so.
Damn.
Yeah, who do you think Plant's gonna fight next? He's calling for a Canelo rematch or Charlo, or you see that he slapped the shit out of Charlo?
Yeah, I think he has to fight Charlo, dude. Like, was
Yeah.
that? That's not the first time he slapped someone. I feel like I've seen him slap someone, or maybe that's not the first time one of the Charlos got slapped. I feel like the Charlos have been slapped before, something like that. Either
Yeah.
he slapped two people, or the Charlos got slapped by two different people.
No, yeah. I think the Charlo. I mean, there's twins, right? So maybe one got
Yeah,
slapped by. What
yeah,
do you think about Caleb? He's pretty fast. He got some quick hands and some quick feet.
yeah. He's nice with it, and he's exciting. Like he's really fun to watch.
Yeah, he has a good personality. What'd you think of when he fought Canelo?
That was a good fight until the end, obviously, but Caleb looked good. I think it was
Yeah,
just the power difference, the style. Canelo has that style where he's willing to let you dance around him until he really pours it on you. And Caleb carries his hands kind of low sometimes, so I think it was just
yeah,
stylistically it wasn't very good for Caleb, but also Canelo is just really good. But I mean,
yeah. I think
ooh,
Caleb's style looks like it takes so much energy.
oh yeah, for sure. That could have also played into that Canelo fight where once he gets a little bit tired, that flashy style it can bite him in the butt. Like gets
Yeah,
a little bit reckless. Not reckless, but his timing slows down a little bit, which leaves him open.
yeah. That finish was clean. That Canelo finish when he knocked out Caleb.
Yeah,
He plays those shots like really nicely.
yeah. He was wild. I rewatched that. He was wild on that guy.
That little finishing combo. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
fast.
Bah, bah, bah. Oh god. That guy was out. That was a good stoppage by the ref.
Yeah.
And then let's see. I can't believe Aries landed Laurie still winning, dude. 41 years old. That's insane.
You really know he's like 47 or 48.
Oh
Those
yeah, those
Cubans with the
Cuban.
fake
Yeah,
IDs.
yeah. Yoel, right? Yoel Romero. Everyone's saying he's like 50 years old, but when he was saying he was like
Yeah.
40.
Dude, yeah, I just seen the highlights for this, and Danny, it looked like he couldn't take the punch. I don't know if it's the bigger weight class or what, but
Oh yeah, this is at middleweight, so Garcia's coming up from welterweight in his
yeah, and
past.
Lara was just doing his bread and butter, the 1-2-1. That's like literally all his style is move hella and throw a left, the straight left, and then follow up with a like a pivot jab.
Yeah, Lara's
Yeah,
pretty technical.
Danny was just right there in the line for that left. Yeah, Lara looks pretty fast for being that old.
Yeah.
Right there, he's gonna catch him on that timing. Boom!
Whoa. Holy
That was
shit.
clean. That was like a Mayweather, like where you catch him off rhythm. Like
I
when you
gotta see
take the
that
step,
again.
right there, boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he waits for him to take
Yeah.
that step to the right.
Yeah. No setup, just bam. So he has no idea it's coming.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I feel like if he would have thrown the jab, Danny would have maybe got his hands up a little bit, but it was just straight right there.
Yeah, and he quit on the stool actually.
Damn. Oh, maybe was it his dad?
No, I think the ref asked him if he wanted to continue, and he said no.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I
I
mean,
don't blame him.
Danny, he had a pretty decent career, you know. He had some banger fights with Thurman, with Zab Judah, Amir Khan, all those classics. So yeah, I would. He has a beautiful family. Probably, I wouldn't risk
Yeah.
wouldn't risk it.
Yeah, if you're listening to Lara, you need to you need to question whether to keep fighting.
This
Because I
was
mean,
this was for a belt, actually. Yeah, this was for a belt.
yeah, did Lara have the belt
Uh, I don't know.
or was it
Actually,
vacant?
I'm not sure,
Because I
but
know Lara was coming off a big win. I can't remember who. I remember Lara beat someone that was kind of surprising.
because when
Uh,
Danny just came off fighting Errol Spence, and Errol Spence beat him, but he didn't get whooped like this. That he beat Benavides Jr. Jose,
Holy
I
shit,
think.
Lara hasn't lost since Austin Trout in 2013.
Oh,
Wait, it says Lara beat Canelo. Is that right?
nah,
Oh wait, no,
he
no, he
lost.
lost. He lost. Okay, sorry, I was saying this wrong. He Lara lost to Jarrett Hurd.
Yeah, Jared Hurd is a because he got knocked out by Jared Hurd, which I haven't heard about Jared Hurd since then. Actually,
Yeah, Jarrett Hurd was like big, and then I think he had a tough loss against it's Julian Williams, another guy that was big for a minute, and then he kind of disappeared.
yeah.
Uh, oh, Jarrett Hurd fought Jason Rosario. They had a draw.
Mm.
Another guy that was pretty big until he got dropped by Jamal Charlo. Remember that body shot where he was like seasoned?
Yeah, it was a jab, yeah, to the body. I remember that.
Boxing that division, those like couple divisions there were really lit for like a couple years. The Charlo era,
Hmm.
like those the when Charlos were kind of big. There was all those guys, Julian Williams, Jarrett Hurd, and there's that one other guy. What's his name? Uh, Tony Harrison. Oh my
Yeah,
god! And then they all fought each other,
Erickson
and they
Lubin.
yeah, and it was like kind of just everyone was kind of winning a belt, but
And those
um,
boys, they put it on the line
yeah, yeah,
compared to the
they
other divisions.
oh yeah, for sure. They're active. They're fighting everybody. The belt was passed around, but it was really exciting. It was kind of like
Yeah.
UFC. It was like it reminded me of the UFC where like sometimes the UFC like there's like a new champion every few months, but it's like always exciting.
Oh yeah. That's the perfect weight class because that's the where right after that weight class you can see fighters start to be a little slower, but they have like good power. 154,
Yeah,
147, 154 is like the perfect weight class.
facts. And it wasn't like fucking welterweight where the fucking champs were like just trying to fight bums. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah,
Where fucking
yeah,
Terrence Crawford's fighting goddamn Mir Khan and all that bullshit. I was like, get out of here. But
yeah.
anyways, that went away. But anyways, do you remember, do you remember that Amir Khan fight? That was so bad, dude. I was like, what am I watching, bro? Uh,
Yeah.
let's
R.I.P.
go
Amir
on.
Khan. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, yeah. He was way gone at that point. Let's
Dude, he
see.
had the most glass chin ever.
Yeah, Canelo really fucked his career up bad.
Yeah,
Canelo just, oh man, I think he snatched his chin that night.
that was a bad knockout. Yeah.
Uh, but speaking of
What you think
Canelo,
about this one though? Yeah, what you think about this one?
I didn't get to see it, but man, Canelo is just a
All right, yeah, the
monster.
same shot. That's one of my favorite shots by Canelo, where he kind of like feints you with the hooks, and then he kind of sees where you're going, and then he throws it. He cocks it like kind of wide, where it looks like it's gonna go down to the body, but he like brings it
Yeah,
up at an angle. Dude, that's
yeah,
so
that was
sick.
one of when I was training. I would always train that shot where it looks like a body shot of
Yeah,
like a nice wide hook, and then it snaps right up to the
yeah,
chin.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
my favorite
Because
shot he throws.
he
And that one
throws like
too,
that. Oh yeah,
just
that
where
one where he
that he throws the right hand out and then bang. I don't know if
the
I
fake.
missed
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I
See
think
if
I
I can.
got some footage of one of my sparrings doing that one
Bang.
too. That one right there,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, dude, he's so good at feinting the left hooks. Sometimes he leads with it. He like steps into like a body shot.
Yep.
Like he high guard steps to the body shot. Dude, that's a sick setup.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Berlanga, he was a punching bag for this fight pretty much. That was a
Hey.
nice little ride over the top.
Yeah. Props to Berlanga though. Like he was able to. I think he went the distance, right?
Yeah, they went the distance. He
Yeah.
only
He.
got dropped once.
Yeah. He was able to hold his own, but obviously he. I don't think he won that many rounds. Let me pause this real quick. See the scorecards. Yeah, it was very wide. Oh, he won 2 rounds though. Good for him.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. That's how you know you're trying to win there. And he
Yeah,
caught
that's
him.
kind
He
of like that.
caught Canelo.
That's kind of like when Merab kissed Sean in the back when he had the guillotine, and then
Yeah.
he stopped like 10 seconds to go, and Sean tried to hit him from behind.
Yeah. I was hoping Sean would throw a kick at the end, but he kind of stopped.
Yeah.
I saw a picture of Canelo's face. It kind of looked pretty busted. Not busted, but like nice and red, and looked like he got hit a
Yeah, it's
decent
a
amount.
some little bruises. Yeah, Canelo does. He is hittable, but he is good at like taking the power out of the shots. But
Yeah. Yeah.
that's just his style because he wants you to kind of make contact with him because he knows that when you're making contact with him, he's gonna come with a counter, like a catch and shoot style counter right off the bat.
Yeah, it's definitely his style. I like his style though because it's always fun to watch. Like it's not that style where he's like trying to keep the distance and doesn't want to engage if he doesn't have to. Like he's fine with chilling, letting you get your punches off. But he knows you
Hmm.
can't hurt him, and he's always looking for the counters. That's
Yeah,
why everyone
and
wants.
like
That's why he's the face of boxing, and everyone tunes in because he always puts on. Who's that? Who's that guy? That's the guy who fought Loma. Is that him?
yeah, Linares. Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Lenard.
say. Yo, look to the right too. This is that Chewbacca
What the
there?
fuck? Oh my god, what's going on here?
But I went in the weigh-ins. I thought it was pretty sick that Tio and Linares were holding belts for Canelo. He had the whole squad.
Wait, who's that other guy? Linares and who?
Linares and Tio
Oh,
Lopez, Teofimo.
Teofimo. Oh yeah, that's sick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which they've been training recently. Have you seen the videos?
yeah, it's all that. I think there's rumors that he wants to join Canelo's gym,
Hmm.
which that'd be sick. 'Cause I don't think Teofimo's ever been in a gym. Like, hasn't he just been training with like his fucking dad and like random spots?
Yeah, they just like moved from place to place. They were at the Mayweather gym when he was younger. Then they went
Yeah,
back to New York. Yeah, it's his dad pretty much being like nomadic,
yeah,
getting little knowledge from here and there.
yeah. That'd be sick if he joined Canelo's team. Speaking of Tio, who's he fighting next? Is he got a fight coming up?
I don't know. There's been rumors of Tank versus Tio.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good fight.
See that for that Better Biev and Bivol card, Shakur was gonna be the co-main event, but he had to pull out due to hurting his hand.
Yeah, yeah. Did you see that video?
Yeah, I saw it when he was sparring.
Hmm. Damn, he must be having some problems with his hands, cause man,
Yeah.
cause I heard that wasn't like I've heard in the past he hurt his hand. That's why he had like a bad fight one time, and he must have really weak hands or something. But damn.
I was about to say, have you ever hurt your hand? I've never ever hurt my hand, like not
Uh,
even a little bit.
I've heard it, but that's because I was hitting like a fucking rock hard heavy bag way too hard with shitty gloves. So
Uh,
I invested in some nice gloves and always made sure I wasn't, if I was hitting a hard heavy bag, then I wasn't hitting it too hard. But yeah, like I was using like, like those $30 gloves you get on Amazon, and it was like
oh yeah,
I was hitting like the bottom of the heavy bag where all of it settles down, like a really old bag. But I didn't like break
yeah,
anything, but like I could feel like kind of something was wrong, like it was just hurting for like a month or two, but then that went away and I didn't have any problems once I got some nice gloves.
yeah. No, I never hurt my hand ever.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like as long as you got them wrapped up in some good gloves and you're careful, like I said, like if you're doing the wrong thing, you could get him hurt. But it looked like he hurt his hand off a body shot, which is kind of
Yeah, yeah.
crazy. I've
It was like a
never,
little looping shot.
yeah, like he must have had his hand, it must have landed in a weird angle or like, you know what I mean, like where his wrist wasn't set or he hit the wrong knuckle or something. Because I mean,
Yeah,
I've
you know kind
never,
of what it looked
yeah,
like.
yeah. What it look like?
It kind of looked like because he it was like a looping shot to the body, and you know, kind of like when you flex, like when you're flexing your muscle, you like flex your wrist too. It's not like 180 degrees.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
maybe he fucked up his wrist like that.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I would imagine. Like, because I don't know. It usually looks like he's pretty set when he throws his punches. So maybe he was getting a little overzealous there and just was not set right. If that makes sense. I don't know. That was just it was set. Huh.
Yeah,
Damn. Oh wait.
maybe he.
Maybe it was a bit low. Maybe he hit the little guard thing, the hip
Oh, the
protector.
hip area. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
he
I think it
caught a piece of
was.
it. Okay, that makes sense. But yeah,
Isn't that crazy?
yeah, that is crazy.
Dude, that's what
He
you fight
must
with, and like so easy to break.
mhm. I guess it looked like he was a little bit relaxed too there maybe. Just sparring. Wasn't being
Yeah,
careful.
I
Oof.
wonder who they're gonna put on now instead of Shakur because it's a big card, you know. You gotta find a big replacement.
Yeah. I don't know. That's going to be tough cuz that's coming up soon, isn't it?
Yeah, sometime in October.
Yeah. I'm excited for that fight.
Evil versus Better Beef. Yeah, that's gonna be a good ass fight.
Uh I guess we could just go quickly. Oh, Chris Eubank's on that card. Nice. He's fun to watch. Whitaker. That guy's a troll, dude. He's like
Yeah, he's on the
fucking.
come up.
Wait, is he related to Pernell Whitaker?
No, Ben Whitaker, he's from England. He got like a silver medal for
Okay.
United Kingdom in the Olympics.
You know Pernell
But they
Pernell
have like
Whitaker,
yeah,
right?
they're like similar style though, huh?
Yeah, yeah. And they got the same last name. That's funny as hell.
Yeah,
Who do you think's gonna
Purnell's
win
a
that?
legend.
Who's gonna? Who do you, oh, they got Beevil as the favorite. I don't think I would put Beevil as favorite, to be honest. I think I would pick Better Biev. Slight, very slight,
Uh,
like very very slight. But I mean, I guess
I
that's
would
pretty
pick
much
Beeble.
even. You'd pick Vivo.
I pick Beeble because Better Biev is a beast, but Beeble, bro, Beeble's feet are unreal. Probably the
Um,
best feet in boxing. And
yeah,
Better
and
Biev, he kind of eggs too much, and I think Beeble's just gonna outbox him.
I could see that. I could see that. It's just that power, man. Because I think Better Biev just has stone hands, like fucking what's his name? Uh, that Mexican fighter. Forgot his name.
Hands of Stone.
Yeah, yeah. What's his name again?
Uh, yeah, yeah. Nah, he's half Mexican. He's from Panama, and he's half Mexican.
Oh, was it
Roberto
Roberto
Duran.
Duran? Yeah,
Yeah, that's
man.
one of my favorite fighters.
He reminds me of him, dude. Better Biev just got brick hand. Like, it doesn't look like he's loading up like crazy, but when he hits you, it's terrifying, man. Like, I see what Better Biev does to guys. Because every fight he's had, all knockouts. so, so that's
Yeah,
why I have him as a slight favorite. Because honestly,
but
well,
pull.
Bivol is the better boxer, but we've seen sometimes when the better boxer gets hit, it can change the
Yeah,
fight.
pull up better BF's record real quick. I want
All
to
right,
see who he's fought.
I like BoxRec, but they make you sign in, so I gotta find a different one.
Really? Here, let me see.
It's kind of
I
whack.
think
There we go.
Callum
Uh,
Smith.
Anthony Yard, he fucked him up.
Anthony Yard, yeah, round 8, round 7.
Lions in the camp, lions in the camp, lions in the camp. That shit was
uh,
low key kind of high. I was a huge Anthony Yard fan until he fought that Russian
Kovalev,
dude. Yeah, I was
Kovalev,
like, oh
yeah.
shit.
Kovalev was a beast too.
Oh my god. But
He was
Anthony
like the
Yard's a
next
dog. He
Mayweather.
never gave up.
No, he has heart for sure. He's built what it looks like he's built like real. You know what I'm saying? He has like a super build for that weight
Super
class,
big,
but
yeah.
he fights like top dudes, they like break him down.
Yeah, he kind of gets uh he gets got like like he has a good style. It's
Yeah.
fun to watch, but it doesn't work against the best guys that know like what he's gonna bring. But
It's kind of like that Caleb Plant style where like
yeah,
they're
exactly.
just
Yeah,
too athletic. They rely on
yeah,
athleticism a little too much, and yeah,
yep.
kind of gets to them. But look, so Callum Smith, he went to round 7 with Beterbiev. Anthony Yard went to round 8. See if those guys can go to those deep rounds. I feel like Bivol is just on another level, and he's like much more economical with it. Like
That's true.
I think Bivol has the best defense in boxing. Like better than Shakur, better than everybody.
Yeah, because it's
Cause
like
he's
it's not even like a defense where he's I don't know how to explain it, but it's like he just flows. If that makes sense.
yeah,
Like he's not
and
just sitting
then
there trying to defend almost. Like it's like he's there in and out, like mixing in his punches as his defense as well, which is sick.
yeah for sure. And he's fighting like the top opposition. Like Shakur, and he's not fighting the top. Like he's not fighting
Yeah,
Tank. He's not fighting those boys. Like he's a
true.
champion. Don't get me wrong, but yeah.
Yeah, Bevo goes to decision a lot, but I'm pretty like they're all unanimous, so he's pretty dominant. So
And
I would
even
imagine,
though
yeah,
he goes to the decision, the fights don't are not boring because he's putting out a lot of volume.
yeah, just like how Canelo, like even though Canelo goes to decision, they're always fun to watch. Same with Bevo. It's
Yeah,
because Bevo
similar.
like his defense is literally like part of his offense. Same with Canelo, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like they
yeah,
mix it
he sets
together
it
and it
up
just
like that.
flows. So it's nice to watch. So man, I really don't know who I can't pick a winner. Like it's pretty much dead even. I just had Better BF as a slight edge because of the power, but when you bring in the boxing, like if it goes to decision, obviously Bivol is probably gonna win. He's gonna be the favorite to win the decision, but inside 12, man, if I had to pick someone to finish someone, I'd take Better BF.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to do no little boxing math or whatever, but Canelo whooped Callum Smith, kind of like
Oh
Bivol
yeah.
whooped Callum Smith too, and like Better BF is just I guess
Yeah.
styles make fights, and Better BF or Bivol, his style is just like so hard because he's there, but he's not there. He's really
Yeah,
a
yeah.
ghost.
Now that you say that, I guess Better BF kind of has that style where he kind of just tries to stalk you down. So that's not going to work against Bivol. If he tries to walk Bivol down, Bivol just not going to be there. He just moves way
Yeah,
too
I
much.
mean, yeah, Bivol just move. He's the best box. Yeah, yeah, he has the best boxing style. Like he has the best movements. Like so fluid.
Yeah, he's like one of those. Uh, he's got like he was able to transition from like that amateur style with like all those like guys from like Eastern Europe that that amateur base where they're like very quick in and out, like trying to land hella punches. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
was like actually able to successfully bring that into pro boxing and actually be a champion and make it work, which you don't really see very often. I feel like.
Yeah, no, yeah. He's the epitome of that style for sure.
Mhm.
I think it's just his build, you know? His build is his right.
Yeah, yeah. And then I've seen him hit on the heavy bag, man. Like even though he has an in and out style, that motherfucker hits hard. Like when you hear him hit the heavy bag, it sounds like it's like a gunshot.
Yeah, dude, those 1-2s is yeah, it's like a machine gun hitting you for sure. It's not like that explosive, kind of like Canelo or Bevo,
It's
like
like
those
snappy.
nuclear power, but it's like a pop, like you definitely hurting your ass.
Yeah, it's like a rubber band. Like he just snaps it. It's
Yeah,
really fast. So
yeah.
yeah, that's pretty much I think all we had for today. Um, Definitely gonna be back in a week or two covering that UFC 307 card. So stay tuned for that. That's coming up October 5th. Got a nice little fight night in between, but until then, it's been fun.
Thank you for tuning in. If you're new to the podcast, please like, share, and subscribe.
Also, check us out on Instagram at P number 4P Combat Sports Podcast. Thanks for tuning in.